Hi, I'm Jenny and I'm here at the TPAS Engaging Communities Conference down in Nottingham. What a day we're having. It's wonderful to be back together again, all of us 130 housing professionals from across England, all talking about engagement. I just wanted to give you a quick run through really of what's been already happening, certainly with our key speakers that we've had today, and a couple of bullet points from each that you might find useful to take away. First up, we had Kate Dodsworth, Director of Consumer Regulation at the Regulator of Social Housing. A couple of really interesting points for me, I thought, from Kate in her speech. What is the dashboard that boards in the future are going to need to be looking at for them to get the assurance that they're looking for around customer experience? And then leading on from that, the absolutely critical role that engagement staff are going to play in making sure that boards have that information, have that data, have that insight to give them the assurance they're looking for. It really is very different days coming in terms of regulatory compliance around consumer regulation. Next up, we had Charlie Norman. Charlie Norman is the Group Chief Executive at MSV Housing Group and also the Chair of the Greater Manchester Housing Providers. Joining us virtually today at this conference, Charlie gave us a real masterclass in the importance of community engagement in organisations, from somebody herself that's lived and breathed it, recognising that we've lost touch with some of our communities and how vital those eyes and ears that we should have on the ground are to knowing what the priorities are for our communities. She urged engagement professionals here today in the room to be bold, to make sure that they're getting their voice heard at board level on the things that matter to tenants. It was a great cry for everybody to rally round. This afternoon, our key speaker was Ian Wright from the Disruptive Innovators Network. Ian promised us a lively and challenging session, and he certainly delivered. A really important session thinking about, will we ever be truly innovative in social housing? Do we tell ourselves sometimes that we're being innovative when actually all we're doing is making efficiencies to existing systems and procedures? What are we going to do about our data in social housing when much of it we gather and then we don't use, or we don't use effectively? But for me, in a really funny, really fast-paced speech, the key thing for me that Ian talked about was whatever we do, whatever changes we're trying to bring in, fundamentally, what is the difference and the improvement it's going to make for tenants? And that's the question we should all be asking ourselves.